It actually goes to
nothing to lose, but all but liberty to gain.
Canada, we are not alone in this fight. We are not alone in this cause for justice. We have our good friends here, kind, gentle people, hard-working people, and they are with us without violence. We do not want violence. We want justice. The last election was corrupted by these people.
We're starting the whole of us.
Dirty families are taking everything. They get all the best jobs, they got the best land, there's no roads, no schools for our children. Knowledge is power, and we can't educate our children. They look after themselves and nobody else. We pay our taxes for what? For nothing. It's time for action. I'm sorry, sir, I agree, but sometimes a man has his limits. We do. It's time to march on Toronto.
Long time to listen to Mackenzie, and after you hear his words, I'm sure you'll join us, that we will march on Toronto, and we'll win our rights.
You people have a choice. You have a choice. Order and good government, or disorder, chaos, and violence. You choose. Violence and disorder and chaos.
Go through your representatives, as I represent was defeated last year. Understand? Defeated. I represent the people here. The people support us.
They had a free vote and they wouldn't let men vote because they didn't have a certificate to come to this country 25 years ago.
We don't let.
You wouldn't have a living if it wasn't for these people.
Freedom!
Freedom!
People swear allegiance to the king. And unless people swear allegiance to the king, why should they vote?
Well, I swear allegiance to the Queen. Queen Victoria.
The lovely young lady who is now.
I got a point there.
That's right! He doesn't know who he serves!
Last year.
He serves yourself, sir. That's who you serve. You and your ilk, all the same.
You don't serve her, gentlemen. This is a country that must be run by authority. directly from the Queen down. And who represents authority?
The
in
people
this?
do. Mr. Mackenzie and his followers.
The people who are born to be educated, to lead you. Everyone has
Listen to those words! Are you not educated?
We are gathered here today.
No violence, no violence.
We have been suffering. We have been struggling. And all mercy with the red fires and blood-sucking family combat. We're suffering. Sisters, we're going to read a nice poem now. Just to hear how much people are suffering. It's coming from inside of our heart. Our children are crying. Our wives are weeping. Enough. Where are you, sister? Where are you going? There. Let them hear your words.
What is that?
Read this letter. Whereas we are informed by public notice that a meeting will be held in Newmarket for the purposes specified, we, in the village of Hope, East Willenbury, confer so far as our present understanding will permit. It is neither probable nor expedient that all our young men should leave their fields for such an uncertain cause, and we therefore take the liberty of expressing our position this way. When the Constitution of Britain no more a law for administration, our thoughts are lost on the means of improvement. If the Constitution is one thing today and another thing tomorrow, it's beyond our comprehension what will be administered the next day. And how are we to prepare for the imminent violence and the potential chaos? We simply don't know. Therefore, as reformers, we are inclined to preserve our chaste home institutions and reserve our independence in the coming days. And as we are not connected with any church, and we are not connected with any political party, we wish to express our own opinion of the issue at hand. We still retain, and we publicly avow, the title of substantial reformers. But we recognize and acknowledge our duty to the king and country. As reformers, we're in an awkward position. We differ with those of other opinions to achieve the same end. We wish to be confined to our understanding and no one else's. For example, if we were to board a ship, first we'd inquire, to what port is it bound? Before we would go on the ocean of uncertainties, we would ask whose hand is at the helm and where do they intend to land us? We are resolved to preserve the peace and the prosperity of this country to the best of our abilities. And it is in our best interest to do so. For peace and tranquility are the greatest blessings that can be bestowed upon a country. Our country is somewhat dissatisfied with the administration and the electoral abuses.
You're in a fight for peace.
And we have no means for change until, if, or when another election to be held. Presently, we have no influence on which authorities the British Crown will send us, nor what laws will they impose to quell these troubles. We have no idea what the British authorities will do to try and reconcile the differences between the people and the administration. Nor can we trust that we have none. We are willing to express a sympathy for the grievances of those in Lower Canada, Quebec, but it's an empty sympathy when we offer no solution. We sincerely believe that the resolutions Lord John Russell passed in the Imperial Parliament, which allows the continuation of government without the approval of the legislature, to be a gross imposition on both the Lower Canadians and the British liberties in general. And we are sorry to say, there appears to be no inclination from the British Crown to address their just demands. We see no resolution when the Lower Canadians will accept no law or constitution unless it's of their own making. It's our sincere prayer that the ministers and people of Upper Canada will not interfere between the Lower Canadians and the British government, as that would probably lead more to our disadvantage than to their mutual relief. Therefore, as the Lower Canadians have a parliament and a law which are independent of Upper Canada, it is contrary to our way of thinking to interfere with the problems that exist in Lower Canada. They have commenced their own actions according to their own principles, and they alone are responsible for the disturbing events which are unfolding there now. Reform, yes, but reform without violence. They won't listen. We've tried everything for the last 15 years, and they won't listen. And they subjugate us, and they cheat us, and it's time for action. I agree.
So sometimes this is the answer.
Yes!
Yes! That's all they understand.
All they understand!
Mackenzie.
Brothers and sisters, 10 resolutions were brought forth by John Russell, weak secretary, and the family compact. Here they are in front of me today. Disregarded. All 10 to the benefit alone of the family compact, or to the North American Land Company. This harvest, you farmers cannot grow your own bread. You have to buy it. And you cannot feed your children. You cannot feed your wives or your cattle. Yet, they sure know on which side of the bread is butter. On all 4 sides, let's say. I say this to them. Yes, false Canadians, Tories, pensioners, lacemen, Orangemen! Orangemen! Churchmen, spies, informers, brokers, gamblers you are! Parasites! Sorry, parasites! In means of every case in the scripture, allow me to congratulate you, Mr. Hound. Take my side. Never was a more vagabond race more prosperous than them. Never the successful villainy rejoiced in brighter vision of the future than we might indulge. Yes, liberty! Liberty! Let's march!
Time to take Toronto.
On to Toronto!
We have no choice. What say you, gentlemen?
What say I? What say you, Mr.
Let us prepare.
Let us prepare.
I'd say it's time for action.
Action!
It's
time for action.
We tried non-violence.
Mackenzie.
We tried to do it democratically. It hasn't worked.
Deeds, not words.
Will you join us, sir? You pay too many taxes to get nothing in your grief.
Deeds, not words.
Liberty!
Action!
Let's lead up to march!
Come
on, yeah, absolutely. You need March. We're like, oh, yeah, that's right.
Join us!
Everyone else here, if you're walking this way, you're going against the ground, right? You're right to walk to Toronto, right?
Yeah.
people. That's what happened.
On the set.
When honest,
Right about it.
people stand up for their rights. What the family compact does, they come after us with force of arms.
Print him up, Sergeant.
They seek the sun,
On the right.
but they
Yes.
will not. Good men, good people.
To your home, sir.
Clear the street now!
Up the ordinary. March.
This is my street, I shall not clear it.
Make way for the Queen's
Away
march.
with you, you bird! You scoundrel! Now they want. They're breaking the arms, not injustice. Our time will come. People of this province won't put up to this much longer.
They're marching back to clear this.